Hey everyone. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. It's Rita from Miss Rita to the Rescue. I hope that we have some folks on this morning. I'm seeing some people log in. And it is, hi Lori, it is, let's see, Monday, kind of the lazy dog days of summer, right? Isn't that? I know there are specific days that are dog days of summer, but I'm thinking it's like right around now. I don't know. But it's sort of like you're on vacation, you're not on vacation, everybody's getting ready for school and back to back to serious work. Good morning. Hi Shirley, how are you feeling? We had a wonderful Zoom call on Saturday night, and we had Shirley's not feeling well, but we did have a nice call. We talked about a lot of things. We didn't do any specific project for the Zoom call, so we just sort of chit-chatted about what we wanted to do. A couple of things that came out of the call was the desire to do some maybe Zoom crafting. So I'm working on trying to come up with a plan for that. There's some people that have some skills that they want to share, and we can do something like that. Also, an idea of a crafting day, or like a make it day or something, which I was thinking maybe on the 28th of August. I wanted to tell you that this Saturday, I know I told you sort of in the side, but I have a wedding this Saturday, and I think I need to, even though date night's at 7 o'clock, I need to probably skip date night for this coming Saturday. That doesn't mean that you can't meet. If somebody wants to lead that date night, they could. So be in touch with me about it. The other thing that came up was that, the other thing that came up was that we are doing our August Bundle of Joy giveaway. So it's the Joy machine and all the little extras to get you going. That's going on now. It started on Sunday officially. So today is day 2. You have 14 days total to get your name in, and you can do it twice a day for those 14 days. And let me tell you, those entries do add up. I noticed that there were quite a few people that did this for all 14 days in the past, and they were among the winners of the past Joy. So it definitely is something you want to stay on top of. So every day, once you're subscribed and all of that, every day go to the YouTube channel, comment, like, share, do something on the YouTube channel, watch a video, comment, like, share, and or get your friends to sign up, and also do that on Facebook, and then go to the link, which I will put in the description of all the videos for the next 2 weeks. Go to the link and enter your name and email address, okay? And so that way you have an opportunity to win this $250 prize. And speaking of prizes, we had a winner on Saturday night, Barbara, who is just a lovely woman. Hi, Barbara, from Virginia. Well, she lives in Virginia now. She also has all kinds of crafts, including miniatures. And she won our, hey, Nuane. I wanted to say hello to you, too, because I saw you watching on Saturday night. Hello, Nuane. Oh, you did, Perlita. Nice. Perlita saying she made buttons the other day. Did you post them in the group? So anyway, hi, Lori Jo. So Barbara was saying that she was having a little bit of trouble with, she has a Joy machine, and she was having a little bit of trouble with uploading, the process of download and upload of files. And I know I've gone over that a lot. I went over that a lot last week. But with that in mind, on Saturday night, I took away from that, I need to be a little more diligent about explaining that process versus using a Cricut file. So that's what we're going to do today, because I also came across this, thanks to our friend Tammy Sharp, I came across this website, myscrapchick.com. And back in July, remember July? Back in July, they were having a big old sale, and I noticed, and I bought some files then, and they're really cute files. And the thing about this site is it's not free, so I couldn't feature it last week in our freebies week, but they're having a sale that make their files so close to free that it would be kind of a shame not to give them an honorable mention. So that's what I'm doing today. So I know I told you that we were going to do infusible ink and sublimation this week, and we are, but this sale that they have going on ends tomorrow. So I thought I would mention it to you so that you can pick up some of these files. Some of these files that are really nice files are $1. Some of them are 75 cents. And you can find this place at myscrapchick.com. When you get there, you'll see that there are categories, and you can see that they have $1 SVGs that are on sale for 75 cents. They have the $2 for $1. They're now $1. The $2.50, $3 ones are for $1. So quite a few of these are on sale. I don't know, maybe all of them, I don't know. And they also have premium sets that are 50% off. So my eye caught these cards. They're called Pinwheel Twist cards, and I'm hoping that my computer is going to take me there, but it's basically, if you look at the top here, it creates like this square here, an opening like this, and I was intrigued, and it did take me a few minutes to learn how to put it together, but then once I did, I started thinking of a bunch of possibilities. So I wanted to just sort of show you how these go together so that you can kind of get the hang of it. And yeah, sometimes you can find freebies here, but not a whole lot of freebies. So, and I think it's on a short-term basis. So it wasn't really one that I could say it's a great freebie site like Craft with Sarah was. So, but this sale for $1 to get this type of card. Plus, I'm going to show you a few things that you can do to change this card around so you don't have to buy every single one of these pinwheel cards to get the idea. And to create your own unique pinwheel cards, which could include Thanksgiving, Christmas. I think this lends itself real well to Christmas because there's actually a pocket here that you can put like a gift card in, is another type of pocket. So, yeah, it's a really interesting card shape, and I thought this is really fun. Let's learn about it, and then maybe we can actually even build on it, okay? So this My Scrap Chick, from what I understand, has a number of different designers. So it's not all one designer. It has a number of different designers, so here, like there's a bunch, you see here, creative designers. They have a list of the different designers, right? So there's 4 of them right now: Paper Closet, Inks by Sherry, Cindy G, and Making a Grace. Interesting. But it's like 4 little designers together in one shop. And this sale is going on it's been going on all through July, but now they've added some things. And so, kind of get over there to buy some if you want. And, even if you only spend $1 and buy one card, this is a really unique card that you are going to be able to make in all kinds of different designs or seasons or themes. And in fact, I was thinking, I have that wedding on Saturday, and I was thinking, maybe I would make this and do different things for the panels. I don't know. So once you find something that you like, you're going to add it to your cart. You do need to have an account with these folks, but it's cool because when you have an account, you'll see also your details, your past orders, downloads, and stuff like that. So here are my past orders. I've only placed 2 orders with these guys since finding them, but you'll see here, I already spent like $30. So yesterday I purchased 19 items and got a whole bunch. And once you get there, look, I found a box tree calendar. I saw some really beautiful box cards. There's a banner, some slimline cards, and some just really unique box cards and stuff. So I bought these things, and you'll see you start off with 10 downloads, and then here is the download. So Barbara, I hope you're on today so you can see what I'm talking about. So once you purchase something, you will see that there is an area on everybody's website where you purchase that you can download. This is the actual download, and it comes in a zip format generally because generally speaking, these files are kind of big, and so they zip them to make them small so that they can move around the internet a lot easier. So once you download them, you would have to unzip them. Now, some computers unzip for you automatically. Mine does, but I know that some of the Windows computers do not. So that is an extra step that you may have to take that I do not have to take because I have a Mac. But here's what I would do. I would hit the zip and download, and what on my computer, it will show up here and as a download, and I can click on there and I can see that this is called My Scrap Chick MSC Box Tree Calendar. That means it's downloaded to my computer, but it does not mean that it's uploaded to my Cricut design space. So there's the next step that I think people, when they're first starting this, they kind of don't understand. So I wanted to hop on over to my design space. I'll start with a new canvas. And when you have this new canvas, you're going to go right over here to upload. You see that? It's got an arrow and a cloud. And this is where you're going to go first. You go to upload. Now, this is after you've already downloaded to your computer, okay? Then we're going to upload the files, whether they're in one piece or many pieces. They are going to get uploaded from here. And so you would choose this circular, what is that called? Like a rounded rectangle, upload image. And then you would go to browse, okay? So when you hit browse, you are going to be brought to some of your open folders. So here are my folders on the left. And you see here I have downloads. I also have desktop. This was what somebody was trying to explain on Saturday night. So you can have your downloads come to your desktop, or they can go to a specific file. So this is a specific file that I have called downloads. Now, I have a lot of downloads in here. And if I wanted to, I could actually organize this file, this system a little bit better, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea. So I have purchased and downloaded, what's the last one we did? Was, what's that one we just did? The box, right? My Scrap Chick MSC. And let's see, where is the box? Box. All right, I don't see it here. Let me choose another one. All right, let's choose this one. This is My Scrap Chick. I don't know what CG, but it's probably the designer. So when I open up that file, I have a lot of choices here, okay? And first and foremost is our terms of use. That's just going to tell you, like, if you have a desire to sell your products, what you can and can't do with these, okay? Then in these files, you're going to get a number of different types of files, okay? With Design Space, the preferred type of file that we want is called SVG. Right here, SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphic, which basically means it's a very fluid or easy to manipulate file. So if you ever have a choice between SVG and a different kind of file, always go for the SVG file, okay? The system, the Cricut Design Space can do other files, but it's a different type of upload. So for instance, here we have a JPEG, which is just simply a photo image. That's what JPEG stands for. And you could import the JPEG, but you do not want to. If you're given the choice of an SVG, choose the SVG always. Okay. So here's our SVG file. And luckily with these files, they all appear in one grouping. And so we're just going to select it and hit open. And when we do that, we are presented with the picture of the file. Now, when you see that, you'll see it's a cut image, okay? Sometimes if you're importing something such as a JPEG or another type of photo file, you'll have a cut and also a print and cut. But that's not what we have here, and we could talk about that at a later time. But you want to make a choice if you have one of having a cut image. So I am going to select this one. It's the only one I have. I can come up here and rename it if it's helpful to me. I don't need to. It already has a name. We can also put tags in here if that's helpful to you. I don't generally do that, but that's just me. And then once I'm done with looking at this, I'm going to choose upload right here down bottom on the right hand side. Once I do that, it then presents itself here in this recent uploads. Now, right, you only see 12 things here, but if you hit view all, you will see all of your uploads that you've ever done. So for instance, I've got 1,500 images. I don't like to keep all of these here, but I do usually until I create a file, and then I go back and I delete them. Excuse me. So this is kind of like your little library. It will appear actually in Cricut Access when you go do searches. So that's why if you name it a different thing, if you named it like Rita's pencil box or something, if I did a search in Cricut Access and I just choose Rita, then just like when we choose Anna, it would come up as my file. So that's a kind of a cool thing to know about naming them. So once they're in this image library, we then choose it and we pull it into our design space, okay? So there's kind of 3 steps here. You have to purchase and download to your computer. Then you have to upload it to Design Space to your little library. And then the 3rd step is you need to make a cuttable file out of the image that you've uploaded, okay? And that's what we're going to do next. So we have this selected, and we're going to go down here to insert images, okay? So we insert the images, which is that one file, and it will take and show you this is the whole file. Now, sometimes these files come in pretty big. So if you want to make it smaller so you can see everything, you're going to go over here where it's got a percentage sign so you can see everything. See, there's a plus and minus, and it's at 100%. But just use that minus button until you see the entire thing. So once you see the entire thing, usually it's just like 1 or 2 clicks, then you can see what you're dealing with here. So this file altogether it's a box card. So it has this piece, that's the main piece, that's the insert, and these are all the little embellishments, okay? Most files you have to ungroup first And if you want to be able to look at this closer, what I usually do is once I ungroup it, I then select everything and I go up here to align. You see this? Align. And then I choose center. That's just to get all the pieces together. Okay. Once I have all the pieces together, then I can look at them in my larger screen format, which is what I'm doing here. Now, most of these files have these dash cut lines. I did notice that some of these files from my scrap chick, you do need to attach them, and some you do not. So don't get thrown off if you have. And what do I mean by attach? So here is our main piece for our file, and it has these 4 lines. They're cut lines, and they're going to serve as score lines for our file. So in these cards, there is not, even though there are score lines, they're not actual score lines as defined by Cricut Design Space. That makes these files perfect for use with Joy, because the Joy does not have the ability to score. So if you wanted to do any of these files that you purchase on your Joy, you can do that. You just may need to resize them, but it will give you a score line instead of having to do the score lines by hand on the Joy. Okay, so what you need to do, oftentimes these score lines are not attached to the paper. If you don't attach them, when you go to cut them, they will actually appear on a separate mat. So all you have to do is select those pieces that have those score lines and go down here to the paper clip. It's called attach, and you're going to just hit that paper clip. And it doesn't look any different, okay? But it is attached. So then when we go to cut it, it won't appear on 2 separate. It would be on one cutout. I'm going to do the same thing for this part. That's the pencil. Okay. And that's it. Now I'm ready to cut it, and I just need to pick out a few things like my paper. I noticed here, this is for, the way that this is like, this is for the pencil part, but then this, you might want to put a little like sentiment, back to school or something like that. And you could do that either by adding text or whatever. That's the great thing I've found about these files, is that they're really customizable. So let us go to the project for this card. Okay. Now I've gone ahead and done all of that, where I told you I've downloaded it and then uploaded it into Design Space. And here we go. These, I've created a file for them. So this one, I called this one Pumpkin Spice Latte Twist Card. And I called it MSC, meaning my scrap chick. Okay, so let's go into here, and you'll kind of see what this card is about. So this card, this is the entire card. Let me just ungroup this. This card consists of, these are the main pieces, okay? And let me just move these all out of the way so you can see. So these are the actual like moving pieces of the card. Here is our place that we're going to put in the gift card, right? If we want a gift card. If you do not want the gift card, you can eliminate it and then just add one of these. This is the base of the card. And we're going to be folding it all along here and placing the cards in these spaces. And so we're going to take this card, put here, this card, put there, this card, put there. Okay. And then we're going to decorate the panels with these. And she has them cut in different colors. You could do this in solids, but yesterday I decided that I wanted to do it in patterns. Okay, so I'll show you. This is the one I did. I found a couple of sheets of fall type patterns, and I used them. Even still, I thought, it's kind of plain. I mean, I love that the card moves around. This is going to be the front of the card. That's where I'm putting my little embellishment. And then I thought maybe something should be here and here, you know, so that way it becomes kind of like a little story. And so I started coming up with some ideas that I'm going to show you in a second. But so this is how it works. These are the main pieces that you're going to cut out. These are the, like panel embellishments. And then over here is our, pumpkin spice latte piece. This is a paper piecing bit, and you're just going to cut this out. And look, you're going to just put this all together. This one needs to be up. Move forward. Okay, so you create this little pumpkin. Isn't this cute? And I cut these, by the way, these little tiny pieces on the intricate cut setting, but so adorable, really cute. Now, some of these images could be replaced, and this is what I'm talking about, just by one of these files. And then once you've assembled them a couple of times, you'll get the feel for it, and you can start doing some different things. For instance, if you wanted to replace your pumpkin spice latte with, I don't know, a fox or a tree that has leaves on it, whatever, then go on over to images and type in fox or something, and you might be able to find something that's real cute that you can use. So like this is a cute fox right here. I uploaded, and it actually came from Lori Whitlock. So what? If you're going to, I uploaded it separately, I can certainly use it. Here's an adorable fox that's holding binoculars, so you could choose whatever you wanted. You can mix and match files, is the point that I'm trying to make. And so look at this one. This one's awful cute. It's a girl fox. And so you can just choose those and bring them into Design Space. What is this? That looks like a corgi to me. That doesn't look like a fox. Okay, so that's the point that I'm trying to make there, is that you don't have to use this. And in fact, let's think about this for a Christmas one, okay? So our pieces itself, maybe we'd cut them out in red, or we cut them out in green or white even. And then these pieces we would cut out in Christmas designs or Christmas colors. And then we would change out this piece to be, I don't know, let's look for something like a jingle bell or something. So let's do jingle bell. And then we can then turn this fall image to a fall project to a Christmas project. So this is a way of you don't have to keep buying all the same files as, like, for instance, when Lori Whitlock comes out with a new type of card, it's usually one design type of thing, and then she comes out with like 4 or 5 or 6 or 7 or sometimes even more of the images, and sometimes they're all the same process. So for instance, if she comes out with a box card, the box card base is exactly the same. Okay, so I'm just trying to like save you a little bit of money here, and you don't need to purchase every single file that they have. You can, once you get the hang of it, you can do your own thing. So we're going to just pretend like we cut these all out. There's nothing so special about this, and I'm going to show you how to make a few other changes here. But I'm going to show you how to put it together. Once you get how these go together, you are going to want to make a bunch of them because they're kind of addictive. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. Okay, everybody with me? Let me move you down. Okay, so again, these cards are basically, they're all done with a cut piece of paper that is folded in such a way that it creates this square, and it's you know, a square hole in there, and then it does fold flat. It's able to fit into an A2 size envelope if you don't change the sizing, okay? And you could change the sizing if you want. If you want to change it so that it's more of a 5x7, you would just need to group everything together and change it as such, okay? So just to show you, when it's flat down here, let me see if you can see my here. So it is 5, it's probably not showing, but it is actually 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.5 inches wide, and 1, 2, 3, 4.25 inches tall. So that is the definition of an A2 size card, and then it will go in an A2 size envelope. And believe it or not, this is just a unique way to fold these cards, but you, as I mentioned, you could make these as unique as you want just simply by swapping out some of these base panels and then this graphic here. So this is the same card, but just different papers being used and a different graphic, you see? And I started thinking, wonder if I could put things on each one of these panels. That would be kind of fun. And then here is where the gift card. And if you didn't want to do a gift card, you could certainly swap it out, okay? So let me show you how it goes together, and you will be like astonished how great it is. Okay, so as I mentioned, these are your base pieces. This is the base, and you're going to see that here are our score lines, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then you've got like this cut line. So what we're going to do is we're going to fold on the score line, but not that cut line, just like this, okay, including this tab, okay? So this becomes, we're creating a 4-sided card. This becomes the 4th side, okay? Then we take this is going to be our 3rd side. And we just fold this like this. And that's going to be our 3rd side. And then this one will be our 2nd side, and this one will be our 1st side, okay, just like that. Then we're going to cover the panels and do the sides of them. So let us first do and put these together so you can see kind of what I'm talking about. So I'm just closing up this little envelope for the gift card. Again, if you didn't want to do a gift card, you would just cut out an extra one of these panels, okay? And this is going to go right here on this line. So this is your first one, this is your second one, okay? So you're going to put glue, or you can use double stick tape here. The original designer used double stick tape, but I like my glue. Now I'm only putting the glue in that little surface area, so it's not going to be glued all the way on this part, okay? It's just on this part. So there's my 3rd and 4th. I have to wait until the glue is settled and stuck, okay? So there's number 2. I'm going to do the same thing with my other glue. I'm going to do the same thing with this one. And right along where that score line is, this is where I'm putting it. And then the 4th one is going to be right here. Okay. Now let's have a look at our panels. So here are the panels that I have. I cut them out in these different colors. So here is the one that's going to go for the gift card because it has a little thumb tab there. And then I'm going to do it every other. So I had this one. Let's open this up. And we can put this one here. But then on this one, we'll put either this or this whatever we want because it's double-sided paper. And by the way, if you're looking for this paper, this is from Lori Whitlock, but I'm going to show you a different paper as well that I was searching through this morning. So, okay, so I'm putting that on there. I'm going to just sort of put these panels all on here first. These are the bigger panels. So you get 4 of these and 4 of the side panels. So do the main panels first. 1, 2, 3. And if I want, I could do this side, just so you know. Okay. 1, 2, 3. And the 4th one being this one, right? Okay, so once you have those decorative panels on, then you are going to flip your card over and take your smaller panel pieces. So these ones, and again, we could use the same if we wanted to. For this one, let's use the same as we did on the front, but opposite. So in this case, we're going to take this one, put this one on the back. Okay, so that goes on the back one. Flip it over, and then here, put these ones here, if that makes sense. Yeah. You can use whatever you want for paper, and I wanted to show you something else that I found out that was kind of cool. All right, so in a second I'm going to show you that, but you see what I'm doing? I'm just putting the side panels on. I think I might have put the other one on wrong. Yeah, I did. So I'm going to just take this one off. Or we could pretend. I don't know. Let's see if I can just take it off. The glue's still drying, so nobody's going to see behind there. So that's okay. Here we go. Flip this over, open it up, and then we can put this one here. Okay. You'll do it better. As I always say, you'll do it better than me. Okay, so at this point, the card itself is completely decorated. You see we have the large panels, the small panels, just like that. Before we go and assemble the card, we'll do the little decorative feature that's going to be on the front. So this one here is the pumpkin spice latte, you know, classic card. I'm sorry, classic like Starbucks kind of a thing. Here's the offset piece. And so we're just going to paper piece it all together, just like this. And you can swap these out if you want. You can add anything you want. I'm going to show you again. I keep saying I'm going to show you in a second. I will show you. So oftentimes when we go and buy paper pads or scrapbook kits, we get these sheets of paper that have like squared off, almost like index card, and usually they come in 2 different sizes. These are for scrapbooking, yes, of course, but we can use them in cards, which is kind of cool, because then if you know, sometimes when you're making cards, you're looking at these papers and you're thinking, gee, half of these are like for scrapbooking. Is it really worth it? And you can do some really cool things with those pieces of paper or that come with the scrapbook kit. So let me just put all this together. This is my little pumpkin. And it needs a leaf. Here's the leaf, and then of course we need that lovely steam coming off. So we'll put the leaf here. Let's put that. Look at how teeny tiny this leaf is. I don't know if I put enough glue, but here is this adorable leaf for my pumpkin. Cute, right? And then we're just going to put a little bit of glue on these, what do you call those? Little steam tendrils. That's what I'll call them. And we're done with our cute little feature, okay? But if you think that this is too blah, and you think, well, I have all of this really cool fall paper, and let me show you what I mean. So you might get paper like this. This is called a scrapbook kit or a pack. You can often find them at places like scrapbook.com, Craft Direct. Sometimes you get them in Joann's, and they're usually a theme. So this one here, you'll see, you get all of these double-sided sheets of paper, and usually get a sheet of stickers, very pretty stickers. I couldn't find them this morning though, but it comes with like a sticker, and then usually like 10 or 12 double-sided sheets of paper, and they all coordinate under the theme. So this one is called Fall Market, and it's by Carta Bella, okay? And it came all together, and you'll notice you get some that have these strips. This is perfect for like a scrapbook page. That's why these were developed. So like it's a scrapbook kit. And it may be a lot like what Lynn was explaining, the pumpkin patch on Saturday night. I don't really know, because I don't really know too much about that company. But what I'm talking about here is that you'll get usually one sheet of these very large things and one sheet of these smaller things. And these smaller things is what I was thinking that we could work with. But also, you know, when you buy a pad of paper like this, you will often get the same thing in here. I don't know if I took the one out. Let me see. Here, so there's the big ones, you see, and here are the strips, and I did take out one sheet of those little card ones, but I don't know. Oh, there it is. So there are the little cards. So why not use these little cards in our card itself in place of those panels? That would work really good, and then it would tell like a little story. So if I did this, I could use this one, says falling leaves here, and then warm autumn days, I love fall most of all. It kind of becomes what is called an album, but you need to make sure that they're cut in the appropriate size. So I did use, and you could do this with your Cricut, but it's so much easier just to cut it by hand, and I cut it with my precision cutter to make sure that it fit this in here. Okay, this one is not cut, but this one is. You see that? And then I could go ahead and put these in here and create a really adorable like scene just by using what I had on hand. Look at blessed. So pretty, right? So there is an opportunity to use some paper that you may already have, okay? Let's put together the, did I put this? Where's my, where is my, my little, what do you call it? My little pumpkin spice latte. Where'd it go? I don't know. All right. So now that we have it all decorated the way we want to, we're going to turn it back side, right? And we're going to put some glue right here on this tab. All right. There's a little bit of extra glue there. All right. And make sure that tab is folded, and we are going to fold it in like this, and we're going to put it right here at that line that we didn't use on the front, that cut line. And then once it takes, there's your card. Isn't that cool? So you decide where you're going to put your feature little thing. And in this case, this one here, it's on this one. And then if you want to put something here or here, and then here is the, that's what I mean, that this is very easy to sort of make it your own by personalizing it. So let's put together, again, just for people, just so that we can see how this works out. So again, we have, this is the main piece. I don't know if you can see it, but there are those 4 score lines and then these kind of cut lines, but not all the way through cut. These are the 2 panels, and this is the 3rd panel that's going to hold the gift card if that's what we want. Again, you can swap that out if you want. These are all the panel things. So let's first start by folding at those score lines right here. You see that? And we're going to turn around. So see these cut lines? You're not going to need them until you go on the back. So for right at the first, we're just going to have this panel that will use our cut pieces. I cut these pieces out, and then we're going to, let me make sure that I do this on the correct, I want to make sure I fold it correctly. Yeah, because I want to use it this way. So I'm going to fold it like this and glue here. Wow. I don't know what happened to my pumpkins, but it must have gone in that paper pack. So best to do it on a blank surface, and then this goes here, and then these 2 are going to have these 2 there. So let's start by putting those panels in. I started using both of these glues, and that's probably a mistake because I keep picking up the glue. Okay, so that's our first panel. And then this is going to be our second one. Oops, wrong. Glue here, not there. So glue there, that's our second panel. So put the little base, or the panel, I should say, the decorative part of the panel right there. Okay, then the 3rd one comes in, it's going to go here, and the 4th one there. So again, we're just going to put the glue on the actual card, not on the back of the panel. That will make it easier for you to remember that you can only put the glue, to make this work, you can only put the glue on part of this panel. Okay, so there are 4 panels to make up the card, and we can just decorate them by using these little pieces. Open this up and put this here. Okay. Then we can turn this over and put the side pieces in. This one goes right here on the left side. That's why you have that line there. It's not a score line, but it's just a placement line. So we're going to put this one here, flip it over, and fold these out and put one on each of those panels. Again, you can jazz these up whatever way you want. Use whatever paper you want. You want to make this Christmassy? Go right ahead. And then just choose a different sort of thematic image. And I think this is my last one. Yep. Okay. So there is our completed card, but we haven't put it together yet because we're going to put together our little witches, the witch feet. So there's the offset layer, and then you use the purple here, and then there's the black and her little boots. And then the final thing is her buckle, which goes down here. So let's glue those together. All right. So it's an offset layer, so it's like a shadow layer. And glue these pieces in place, and then we'll be all set. You could pop dot these if you wanted to. I don't think it's really necessary because I think you get a lot of movement from the card itself. Just place these cute little pieces together. And again, you know, sentiments, whatever. And then these little buckles, which are very tiny. And I gotta open my glue, sorry. Very tiny little spot that gets. I'm going to use my pin to sort of pull that up and put it in place. There we go. No one said it's easy. I know I did, so I'm sorry. But I don't know where you want to put the buckles, but I kind of like them here. And then we're going to choose this to be the front, and we just glue it onto the card. And one more step after this, and that is to create the movement in the card. And that is, we're going to turn it to the back, fold this tab in, put glue on this tab, and then watch. I'm just going to fold it so that there's our cut thing, our cut line that was not a score line, and we're just attaching it there. Once the glue sets, then you can open it up and move it around. Isn't that cool? Just such a cute little card, and really gives, and it will sit up straight on somebody's desk or wherever on the table, so that you can really, you know, make it a real nice sort of, a kind of, I don't know, it's like a feature, so to speak. So that is, that's it for today. The My Scrap Chick website, that sale's going on till tomorrow. So I wanted to show you this particular card. They have tons of other really great cards there. My point being that with this one, you can start off and it can be very plain, and then you can really jazz it up with whatever you want to do. So I hope that you enjoyed this and you check out myscrapchick.com. Also, don't forget, our giveaways are going on. If you want to win a brand new Cricut Joy with all of the extras, you just need to go to the description of this video. And we're doing the live, but after the live is over, I'll post it. And you're going to just simply follow, like, comment, whatever you do there on my Facebook page and on my YouTube page. And then you can put your name in twice every day for 14 days. We'll see you again tomorrow. I promise we're going to do infusible ink tomorrow, but I just wanted to make you aware. I know a lot of times people say, I didn't know about that sale. So now you know. All right, everyone, have a super day, and we'll see you again tomorrow, I hope. Take care.